guys, welcome to Colombo, welcome to Sri Lanka where we have just landed. This is Mima and Peter and welcome to our another vlog. We are going to spend almost 3 weeks here in Sri Lanka, so we're gonna take you with us on a beautiful adventure, and there are some facts we would like to share with you.
So first, cinnamon comes from Sri Lanka. Second, there used to be a civil war about 20 years ago that lasted about 30 years, and it has one of the oldest flags in the world, and the last fact, it has one of the highest literacy rates in the Southeast Asia.
And then we are heading to Nilwella, which is located in Nilwella. It's like 3 hours from Colombo. We will go there by bus and we will take you with us.
We're on our way to the statue of Buddha, which is a kind of a famous monument here, and this is my first time in tuk-tuk and Mima's.
I don't know, 5th, 6th, I don't know.
It's so much fun. I mean, look at that.
Just bought our tickets. How much were they?
It was 250 rupees, which is like 70 cents.
The Buddha is made from mosaic. It's not plaster. It's apparently the biggest statue in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
55 years old.
Let's go.
Let's go.
And these are all the different statues of Buddhas. This temple is really beautiful and it's really something. We have the guide and he's telling us about everything, Buddha's life, that he was called Siddhartha before and then he was transformed into Buddha. Look at all this beauty and the statues, history is breathing on us from every wall.
And this is the statue up close. I have to go down so it's all visible. Look at Mima, it's 55 meters tall. So what do you think? It's really big, right?
I don't think.
She doesn't think it's so big, but apparently it's possible to go up there
And
right into the Buddha's head.
Of his head.
Finally, after 5 floors, I'm ready to peek into Buddha's head.
We just made it to the virgin white tea plantation, and these are the specific trees. This is how the tea grows. For the black and green tea, this is the plant, and they only take sprout. Actually, 90% of these tea plantations are operated by women. The white tea is very special because it's not growing on the same plant, and they collect only 100 grams. There is about 700 producers of tea in Sri Lanka, but only 10 of them are producing the green tea because green tea needs to be manufactured in the high elevations.
This is the cinnamon tree, and you only eat the stem. This is how cinnamon is produced. It's actually growing here in Sri Lanka. This is the traditional way of doing that. And right after that, this is the tea factory. And this is how it's drying up. And this is how the tea is made. It's actually roasted in this furnace and the black tea goes from the other side. These are all the different varieties of teas. What do you think? How many teas there are? It's just like wine.
I think it's around 40.
Famous white tea. It's only made here. It's very special. It's collected with the golden scissors into the golden cup. Only 100 grams is collected every day, so it's like the best quality. And here we go. Thank you. It's just delicious. I mean, wow. What the taste is so subtle and soft. It's amazing. And this is a golden one. And the silver one, once we're trying. Wow, I mean, amazing. You have to come here, taste all these wonderful teas if you are a tea fan. This is definitely a must when visiting Sri Lanka.
We had to wake up super early at about 3 o'clock to get to Yala National Park, and we are going to explore this park, which is supposed to be full of wild animals, crocodiles, buffaloes, elephants and leopards. What's important is you have to get there early because the animals apparently sleep on the road.
So if you are the first car going in, you have a chance that you will see some animals before they get scared, and they open the park at 6 o'clock, so you should be there first.
We are right at the entrance to the Yala National Park. It's divided into 5 sectors. Sector number 1 and number 5 are open to us, the open top jeeps. The whole area of the park is about 140 kilometers square, and there are 70 leopards living in the park. And the cost is about 50 euros for the entrance, but you have to also calculate the jeep cost and also the bus cost. So
and
total.
Since we are coming from Isla Ayurvedic resort, we paid 120 euros.
We took about 3 to 4 hours. We've seen crocodile, we've seen
water buffalo up close, we've seen some elephants, and we saw a leopard. You have 50% chance of seeing leopard, but the experience is not what you expect. You definitely don't see these animals up close. They're far in the distance. You get a little glimpse of them. For instance, the experience with the leopard, there were about 50 other cars with us in the park, and that made the experience less special because at each spot that we arrived, there was already someone blocking the road, definitely not adding to the experience. Too bad it's too crowded. Definitely come early in the morning, be the first car to arrive here. We are driving through the rice fields. It reminds me of Bali, and you?
Absolutely.
And we are at this tree which is covered with thousands of bats. Wow! I've never seen a sight like this, have you?
No. Look, even there, on that tree. And
they are sitting everywhere. Wow!
It's like thousands of bats.
One of the most sought after activity that we've done yesterday was releasing small turtles, and we stumbled upon this driver. Said like, yeah, I know a sanctuary and you can release these little turtles for a fee of 2,000 rupias, and this money is going to be reinvested into the conservation of turtles. So it was an amazing experience, definitely recommend to everyone. And also something we've done this morning is that we went surfing because there is a world famous Hiriketiya Beach next door, and it's such a beautiful beach and it's such a vibe. Also, we talked to the local people and they said that this beach is the spot to be. Even people from Sri Lanka, they come to this beach. So underdeveloped, I think it's Canggu 20 years ago, so definitely lots of opportunities there if you want to just build a guest house or whatever. A beautiful beach, very small. Now we are going to explore more of the coast, but to the west. We are going around Mirissa Beach, that region over there. It's about 1 hour away from here. We are changing accommodation and we're gonna go to this area which is called Ahangama area. So it's close to Mirissa Beach, there's lots of surfing, lots of shops. It's also close to Wewurukannala Beach, which is one of the most famous one, but probably the most famous one is Mirissa and the Coconut Hill. We have this lovely accommodation. It's called the Tao House and we are finding ourselves in the middle of jungle. I've never stayed in accommodation like this, so I invite you for the tour. It is basically two villas connected with this beautiful courtyard with the pool and the lovely colors of the pool. It's made possible with using of that white plaster. I love the design. We have seen something like that when we traveled in Bali, but in Sri Lanka it's sort of new for us. It can house up to 10 people and it's lovely for parties. And look at this glassy design with these beautiful black frames. I mean, we are speechless. So a lovely pool. You can choose the door through which you want to enter the villa, because all of these doors, they can be open. We love the design, how the bathroom is made, because it's outside. It's in this concrete design, complemented with these tropical plants. I mean, it's amazing. Look. Actually, the toilet is right over here, so you have this feeling of being one with the nature. I mean, I don't know who designed this place, but he should be probably getting an award for interior design because it's so light. You like this kitchen?
Yeah, I love it. I love it so much.
And right, we are all surrounded by this lush vegetation. You know, this place like you're living in one with nature. This is the master bedroom. Look how spacious and nice it is. You have the master bed right here on the floor. You have another bathroom, open door one, and you have this amazing view of the entire villa and the entire property. So definitely if you come to Sri Lanka, this is the place to stay, experience this wonderful, beautiful villa, the surrounding area, which we're going to discover later on. We are going to explore the nearby area and we just arrived to the probably one of the best restaurants over here, which is called Blagani. Nima is front. And let's explore this wonderful place. We are starving because we haven't eaten anything in the morning, and now let's eat some lunch. What do you think? Do you like it? From our lovely cafe we ended up in the pizzeria because we were starving, and the truth is that many restaurants are closed at the moment because it's the end of the season and it's the beginning of the monsoon season, so when it really rains. So a lot of businesses are closing down around this time for about 3 months before they reopen. but we found this pizza place and we are having a lovely pizza. So we are at the local market and we are buying a huge papaya, which is about 2.6 kilos, and we are paying only €1.50 for this large papaya. So very accessible prices, and you have all sorts of things that you can buy. So this is how much the petrol cost here. We took half a tank and off we go to Mirissa. We made it to Mirissa Coconut Hill. It took about 22 minutes from
Our accommodation.
and on the way here we had a little bit of adrenaline because this older gentleman on the bike, he was crossing the road and we almost ran into him, so we were braking really hard. Nothing really happened. But overall we had to stop on the gas station and we bought some gas. But apparently you need something like a QR code and they didn't want us to get some gas, so we had to plead, and finally this guy, he helped us. And by the way, we rented a scooter and the scooter cost us about €5 per day, so quite a good deal. And now let's head to the coconut. By the way, there is a little inconspicuous street leading to this place. This is probably the parking where all the scooters and tuk-tuks are parked, and then you have to take this road up the hill. So we took new shoes, but look at the tracks full of dirt. Oh my god, we're gonna get so dirty. And we took our best clothes.
When it's not wet, it's okay, but
Still, it's kind of a track ride. You need to tail this next to the fence. It's really narrow. And it's starting to rain.
this place, it's called Coconut Tree Hill. It's the exact location you should put into your GPS to find the spot. You can walk here actually from the Mirissa beach, but it's gonna take you like 10 minutes. Or you can take a tuk-tuk or your scooter and park behind this hill and you will just walk for 2 minutes and you are here.
What was your experience with the Coconut Hill?
It was amazing. Hopefully we'll come back again. Now let's go back to Ahangama and maybe grab something in the market. Just let's go back.
Our stay at the Tao house is coming to an end. We really enjoyed our 2 days. We are now eating our last papaya right there. And we are off to the hotel, which is another beautiful accommodation.
Just see you in the next property.
We have just arrived to the hotel, which is our next accommodation. It's so beautiful. We'll show you everything in a bit.
Amazing.
And this is such a gorgeous spot because we are sitting right on the beach and we have the ocean right over here and a little island over there in the back. We are going to give you the tour of this property, and it is called the hotel. It's quite new. It's only 6 months old. It's situated in Ahangama. And it has 8 rooms and 3 floors, and it's absolutely gorgeous and offers unprecedented views of the coast. And there are some surfboards you can rent when you're feeling like surfing. It's off season, but in the main season this is the surfing paradise. In fact, this entire coast is surfable with the beautiful waves all throughout the winter and fall month. But come at May, it turns into sort of a monsoon area, but still it's so enjoyable. I love the decor of this place. It's really unique. It takes on the elements from Santorini, from Bali, and it incorporates them into this wonderful boho / whatever style it is, but I love it. And this area turns into absolute magic in the evening. They put on the lights, they have these little parties, they have a DJ, they have a yoga classes all right here. We especially love those towels. They're custom made. Everything here was designed to perfection. This is the bathroom. As you can see, we love these finishes and these nikas. It's all done in this. Sort of, we've seen these elements in Morocco and Bali, as a matter of fact. So I don't know which came first, but definitely something very trendy and something we might want to do something in the future in where we live. Again, the bed, I think these are Moroccan elements because we've seen such beds in Morocco. And you have these fabrics, which are wonderful. And then we have the terrace. And the views are magnificent and stunning. Definitely recommend this place because it's new. You hardly find anything like this in Sri Lanka because usually the accommodations here are older or are not that trendy, but this place is definitely a must-stay when you come over here. We have just finished the shooting in Mirissa. We had the most beautiful sunset.
But the downside is that now we have to scale all these. Look at that. It's so funny. We have to come down through this narrow passage to the motorbike. Oh my god. Yeah.
It was curling like hell. We got so wet, and I told Peter, like, just continue and go there. You will see that there is going to be a beautiful sunset, and it just happened, and it was amazing.
I'm having some fish and Mima is having a salad with some eggs. Plus they prepared some roasted potatoes, ketchup and mayonnaise, but it's quite spicy. We drove about around 12 kilometers, which is about 25 minutes, and we arrived to this inconspicuous place, Dream Cabana beachside, where the famous swing is at Anawatuna beach. And it's just this little pathway, and this is the road. So totally, I mean, you're not gonna get it right probably. So I'm gonna show you the swing, and you're gonna see that it is probably impossible to do it the monsoon season because tide is very high and you would basically fall into the water. You probably need the entire beach for the swing to operate properly. And here we are, it opens up onto the beach, and that's the famous swing. What you don't see is there is lots of things in the water, so not sure if you're gonna fall into the rocks. Probably, yeah, those are rocks. So not sure how this operates, but this is the swing. How much is the swing?
500.
It's 500 rupiahs for swing. So it's 500 rupiahs to get up there and get the picture of your life.
We woke up super early today, around 4:30 a.m. and now we are heading to famous Ella, where we're gonna take the famous train, and then we're gonna stop on 9 Arch Bridge.
And this is Aman, and he's gonna be our driver. And we have only 2 days to cover everything that's finding itself on the western side. Final thoughts about this area. It is affected by the western monsoon, so we had a lot of rain, but in the season these places are crowded, and probably the most crowded place is Mirissa, where there is most restaurants, Ahangama Bay. This is the place where you want to stay, lots of mellow waves for surfing. This coast is really beautiful and it's worth seeing. My number one spot would be also Mirissa, Ahangama and Ahangama. Before we were staying in Nilwella. Nilwella is more mellow. It has a lot of the surfing vibe, but there are less restaurants, less crowd, less places to hang out. It's more chilled, more surfing culture, and a lot of people that stay in Mirissa, they go over there to Nilwella,
Hiriketiya Beach.
This is my take on the coast. Also, I don't think the conditions were ideal because the seas are lower, exposing the beach, so that's a great place to go to the beach. We couldn't see any beach because the seas are very high tides, lots of waves, lots of wind, lots of rain. Hey, you know, all the places are half price. For example, the place we were just staying is about how much?
In the season it's like 250 and more, and now we paid $137 per night.
Which is a great deal. So if you want some of those sweet deals, come mid-April when the rain starts, or beginning of May. You may still catch some good weather at the half price.